.com/theme.
This is Willie McGee, St. Louis Cardinals for the Loop.
Hola amigos, this is Polo Asensio, Spanish broadcaster for your Cardenales, inviting you to Fiesta Cardenales presented by State Farm on September 7th. With a theme ticket, fans will take home a lightweight Cardenales hooded pullover. Don't miss a special heritage celebration in Budweiser Terrace before the game. A portion of each ticket sold will benefit the Hispanic Education, Cultural, and Scholarship Foundation. For tickets or details, visit cardinals.com/fiesta.
This is Glenn St. Paul Jr. with Classic Joyride in Salem. Have you been looking for a pickup truck but can't find what you want? Check out the trucks at Classic Joyrides in Salem with rollback prices. You can save thousands. Also, we have a lot of cars that get great mileage, and your trade is worth more at Classic Joyride. Come by and check them out today. All prices sell, and we pay cash for used vehicles at Classic Joyrides. Next to Country Mart in Salem, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5:30 and Saturday till noon, or online at ClassicJoyrideUsedCars.com.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that weather situation. First of all, I need to remind our listeners that we are under that heat advisory that will remain in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. Heat index values today could be as high as 100 to 105 degrees. Now, your forecast for today includes scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with a chance of precipitation at 40%. Will be mostly sunny and hot with a high near 95, and our heat index value will be as high as 103 with northwesterly winds around 5 miles per hour. 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms continues tonight, mainly before 11 o'clock tonight. Skies will be mostly cloudy with a low around 69. We'll have a light and variable wind. Tomorrow we do have a 2 in 10 chance of showers before 1 in the afternoon with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature tomorrow near 86 degrees. Winds will be northeasterly 5 to 8 miles per hour. We'll have mostly clear skies tomorrow night with low around 63. Those northeasterly winds going to continue. They'll be around 6 miles per hour and will become calm during tomorrow evening. Thursday should be sunny with a high near 84. We'll have northeasterly winds 3 to 7 miles per hour. Then Thursday night will be clear with a low around 59. Friday should be sunny with a high near 87 degrees. We expect clear skies Friday night, low around 61. Then the weekend's going to start on Saturday with sunny skies and a high near 88 degrees. Saturday night will be mostly clear with a low around 58. Then we'll be sunny again on Sunday with a high temperature near 83. Sunday night, mostly clear skies are in the forecast, a low around 55, and Monday, the last Monday in the month of August, will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 78 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it is now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
During a recent visit with friends in a rural area of flyover country, we hopped in a pickup and drove through their small town. Shuttered storefronts, crumbling buildings, and once grand homes fallen into disrepair reminded me of so many other small rural towns I've driven through in recent years. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. The reaction to COVID-19 sounded the death knell for most of the few businesses that had remained open prior to shutdowns due to COVID. A small restaurant, a satellite bank location, and one of the 2 hair salons in the town have closed permanently. The only remaining businesses open in the town are a hair salon and an antique store/flea market that on that Saturday morning had watermelon and cantaloupe for sale on the sidewalk out front. The only thriving economy in the community, explained our hosts, is in the methamphetamine trade. While finishing up slices of watermelon and saying goodbyes the next afternoon, the high-pitched scream of police, ambulance, and fire engine sirens filled the air. A phone call later, and we learned that an explosion had occurred in one of the abandoned buildings in town. At least one person had been injured, and the building was ablaze. There's now one less meth lab law enforcement will have to shut down. There are so many casualties of poor economic conditions in rural communities. It's difficult for small businesses to survive in normal conditions, let alone in the wake of COVID-19. All commerce is important, but when and if you can keep some of the dollars in your community, it will make a difference. If we want those small family-owned local businesses to survive, we need to not only shop at Walmart and Amazon, we need to not only eat at chain restaurants. We need to buy local. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Protect your livestock from black vultures. Get your depredation permit from Missouri Farm Bureau. Davin Altoff tells us how.
So if a producer sees a black vulture on their farm, I would highly encourage them to reach out to us at Missouri Farm Bureau. There's two ways that a producer can reach us. We have an email address, blackvultures@mofb.org. blackvultures@mofb.org, or they can reach us at 573-893-1417. 573-893-1417. I process the application and try to get them an approval letter as quickly as I can. And once they receive the approval letter, that is their permit in hand for them to be able to activate. That means they have the ability to take up to 10 black vultures.
The permit process is free, quick, and easy. Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov. agriculture.mo.gov.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Life just got a whole lot easier with grocery delivery from your Country Mart here in Salem. Now available through Instacart. Skip the trip and shop from the comfort of your own home. Whether it's fresh produce, household essentials, or last-minute needs, Country Mart has you covered. Simply visit their Instacart page, select your items, and schedule a delivery time that works for you. It's just that easy. Support your local grocers, save time, and enjoy the convenience of shopping with Instacart today. Shop from home, shop with ease, shop Country Mart with Instacart.
A slow start for direct cash cattle business and cash hogs into the day lower. Good morning. I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity had a typically quiet Monday. Bids and asking prices didn't surface. With the USDA's next cattle on feed report coming out on Friday, it wouldn't be a big surprise to see business hold out until very late in the week. At mid-session at the Oklahoma National Stockyards, feeder steers were $2 to $6 higher. Feeder heifers were $5 to $8 higher. Steer and heifer calves were sharply higher and saw gains of up to 25 pounds. The USDA says demand continues to be very good for all classes. The offering consisted of several nice sets of cattle coming off grass. Medium and large one, feeder steer, 654 to 687 pounds, brought $365 to $414. Feeder steer, 751 to 799 pounds, brought $353.75 to $367. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 606 to 644 pounds, brought $350 to $379. Box beef closed sharply higher with very good demand for moderate offerings. Choice was up $367 at $404.24. Select was $638 higher at $377.14. Estimated cattle slaughter was 100,000 head, down 3,000 on the week and down more than 18,000 on the year. Cash hog prices at the major direct markets were lower with a moderate negotiated run. Processors were able to move needed numbers without having to get too aggressive in their procurement efforts. The market continues to keep a very close eye on the demand situation. While both global and domestic demand have been relatively strong, there is ongoing concerns about long-term demand strength. The industry is also monitoring the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct were down 18 cents with a weighted average of 107.70, and the Western Corn Belt closed $1.14 lower with a weighted average of 107.76. Pork values ended the day weak, down 4 cents at 116.36. Bellies and hams were both lower, and estimated hog slaughter was 481,000 head, down 1,000 on the weekend, down nearly 4,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle close higher ahead of widespread direct business, Friday's cattle on feed report, and the recent strength in box beef. And lean hog futures close higher, supported by stronger pork values during the session. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations in Missouri. Hear from the Missouri Cattlemen's Association on the issue.
There's a lot of different techniques and strategies that you can use to harass the birds in a non-lethal way to get rid of them. Effigies, hanging dead birds in a tree works. Get those effigies through the USDA, or you can get a permit, kill one, and do that yourself. You can also cut down roosting trees that are a habitat for these birds. If you see a lot of birds in one tree, it's time for that tree to go. I will add that, vultures in general are very important to our ecosystem. Cleaning up the dead animals is extremely important. The turkey vultures do a good job of that. So do the black vultures, but the black vultures have become more aggressive. Our mission is not to eradicate birds. Our mission is to help farm and ranch families prevent economic devastation, which can make the difference between the black line or the red line in a financial year.
To find out more, go to agriculture.mo.gov.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements as being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Kathy Louise Williams Forster, age 68 of Salem, passed away Friday, August 15th. Funeral services for Kathy Forster will be Wednesday at 2 in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Kathy Forster will be this evening starting at 5 this afternoon and continuing till 7 p.m., all at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery. And all arrangements for Kathy Louise Williams Forster of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. James Douglas Welch, age 63 of Salem, passed away June 18th in Minnesota. Celebration of life for James Welch will be Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of James Welch will be also on Friday from 11 in the morning till service time at 1 o'clock. And all arrangements for James Douglas Welch of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Tim Wayne Crocker, age 68 of Salem, passed away August 3rd. Celebration of life for Tim Crocker will be Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. And all arrangements for Tim Crocker of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
After you use Bounce Dryer Sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on it every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Put a sheet on it. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Put a sheet on it. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer Sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU's Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The City of Salem Board of Aldermen will hold a special meeting this evening at 6 o'clock in the auditorium located at 202 North Washington Street to discuss Resolution Number 24-2025 regarding a donation of property by the City of Salem to the Housing Authority of the City of Salem for the development of 40 affordable housing units. This meeting is open to the public. The Dent County Sheriff's Department has released some reports for the week of August 9th through the 15th. On August 9th, deputies attempted to perform a traffic stop on a vehicle traveling on East Highway 3272 near Doss Road. A multi-county pursuit ensued, and the suspect, a 40-year-old bunkerman, was eventually apprehended. The suspect was transported to the Dent County Jail, where a capious arrest warrant was issued for the man. On Thursday, August 14th, deputies took a report for lost or stolen cattle from the 1100 block of Route B. That investigation is pending. On Friday, August 15th, deputies conducted a traffic stop on Highway 19 at Philmart. The operator, a 44-year-old Salem man, was arrested, booked, and released for failure to maintain financial responsibility on the vehicle. Also on Friday, Dent County deputies assisted EMS with a call in the 3000 block of Highway 68. During the course of the call, a significant amount of illegal narcotics were discovered. A 40-year-old Salem woman was then arrested and transported to the Dent County Jail pending the issuance of formal charges. If you have any information about any ongoing investigation, please contact the Dent County Sheriff's Department at 573-729-3241. The Dent County Commissioners held their 2025 tax rate hearing Monday morning at 10 o'clock at the courthouse. Amanda St. Paul was present at the public hearing. The general revenue tax rate for 2024 was 0.0171 cents per $100 assessed valuation. For 2025, after the rollback was calculated, that tax rate came to 0.0397 per $100 assessed valuation, which the commissioners approved. Amanda St. Paul, representing the SB 40 board, said their board wanted to keep their tax rate the same as last year, with a voluntary reduction to 0.1341 cents per dollars per $100 assessed valuation. The current maximum tax rate ceiling for 2025 set by the state auditor for SB 40 is $0.1343 per $100 assessed valuation. The lower rate was approved by the Commission. The Road and Bridge Fund tax rate last year was 25.50 cents per $100 assessed valuation. The Commission went with the recommended rate by the state auditor of 25.53 cents per $100 assessed valuation for 2025. The Senior Citizen Service Fund tax rate for 2024 came in at 4.80 cents per $100 assessed valuation. The maximum rate allowed by the state auditor's office came in at 4.81 cents per $100 assessed valuation for 2025, which the Commission approved. The hearing was then adjourned. At Monday's meeting of the Denton County Commission, the courthouse, the road report was given, and District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said materials to be added were needed and grading done on Denton County roads 4080, 5450, 5460, and 5465. He indicated brush be cut on County Road 5600, and the Blevins Paving will be doing chip and seal patching on County Roads 5015, 5080, and 5085. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams reported workers will be adding rock and grading on Dent County Roads 2120 and 4405, while only grading will be done on County Roads 2130, 4400, and 5260. Williams said brush should be cut on County Roads 2075 and 2080. He also stated that a grader blade will be changed out on grader number 42. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson attended the TAC meeting, External Relations Committee meeting, and regular MRPC meeting Thursday in St. James. Larson reported it was announced that federal land access programs Funds are available for low water crossings adjacent to federal forest land, and it is a 100% reimbursement. He said they have $3 million available. Denton County Clerk Angie Curley reported on the Missouri Association of Counties board meeting she attended last week. She said there were discussions about the lack of newspaper publications in some rural areas to meet the required public notices, discussion on mental health programs, the need of a rural transportation system, received a report from Trent Watson on legislative issues, heard about state redistricting, heard about petitioning reform, heard about educating 911 operators using an artificial intelligence, and also heard from attorney Travis Elliott about the Supreme Court decision on marijuana tax issues passed by cities and counties and how the taxes are to be collected. At the last meeting, the Commission approved County Surveyor Elwood to move forward with the remonumentation of 8 county coroners. The next meeting of the Denton County Commissioners will be Thursday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. A core strategy of the Denton County Health Center to improve the health of Denton County residents is providing access to affordable and quality health care. To ensure this access is uninterrupted, the Health Center is excited to welcome 2 new nurse practitioners to its clinical team. Kyla Hobson, MSN, FNP-BC, and Amanda Stites, MSN, FNP-BC, both bring a passion for rural health and a deep connection to the community as residents of Salem. Kyla joins us from Mercy Convenient Care and Amanda from Mercy's primary care team. Both are Salem residents with a strong commitment to serving their community through acute illness care, primary care, and women's health. Under Missouri law, nurse practitioners working with a new collaborating physician must complete a 30-day on-site period before independently seeing patients off-site from their collaborator. As both Amanda and Kyla are establishing new collaborations, they are expected to begin seeing patients in late September. Appointments can be scheduled now for dates following that period. Hobson said that while it is difficult to part with my patients at Mercy Rolla, I am honored to provide compassionate and comprehensive care to individuals and families in Denton County, and I remain deeply committed to promoting health and wellness across all stages of life and ensuring continuity of care throughout this transition. Appointments with Amanda and Kyla can be scheduled now for dates beginning in September. To schedule, please call 573-729-3106. A pit bull named Bronx was euthanized August 18th following a court-ordered destruction after the dog attacked Brian Smith on County Road 5140 on June 8th. Smith required 14 stitches for his injuries. The dog escaped through an unsecured gate from a fenced enclosure owned by Jeannie Bates and attacked Smith on his own property. Denton County Sheriff's deputies seized the animal and provided Bates with a notice of disposal on June 9th. Under Missouri Revised Statute 578.024, dogs that attack and cause serious injury must be seized immediately and destroyed after a 10-day impoundment period. The law also makes it a crime to keep a dangerous dog that has previously bitten someone and bites again. Penalties range from a Class B misdemeanor to a Class D felony depending on the severity of injuries and whether the dog has a history of attacks. Bates filed an appeal June 18th, which allows owners to contest the destruction in circuit court. The case was specifically and specially assigned to 25th Circuit Judge Brendan Fox after 2 local judges recused themselves. A trial was held July 14th with prosecutor Andrew M. Curley representing the sheriff's office. Judge Fox found the dog attacked without provocation and caused serious injury. He ordered the sheriff to humanely euthanize the animal as required by state law. Evidence presented at trial showed the dog had previously shown aggression towards others and had repeatedly escaped its enclosure. Since there was no evidence the dog had previously bitten another person, no criminal charges were filed under the statute. Prosecutor Curley emphasized the responsibility of pet owners to maintain control of their animals to prevent harm to others. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
The Bank of Salem is part of the MoneyPass ATM network. MoneyPass has nearly 23,000 ATMs coast to coast, and the network continues to grow. MoneyPass ATM is surcharge-free, so you won't worry about paying a fee to access your money. Regardless of where you live, work, or travel, you're sure to find a MoneyPass ATM nearby. Just look for the MoneyPass logo and use your existing Bank of Salem ATM or debit card. It's that easy, and it's all part of our commitment to providing you with superb products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Let's meet the Town and Country Bank lending team. Andrew Wynn, Sammy Parker, and Doug Barnes. They're here to help you achieve your financial goals with personalized lending solutions tailored just for you. Whether you're looking to buy your dream home, expand your business, or pursue any other financial endeavor, the Town and Country Bank is committed to guiding you through every step. Stop by one of their 2 Salem branches and discover what hometown banking is all about. Town and Country Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 402782.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals played the Miami Marlins last night. The Cards entered the game on a 5-game skid and early on struggled to get anything going. By the end of 4 innings, Miami was shutting out the Cards 2-0. In the top of the 5th, Lars Nootbaar hit a single, allowing Pedro Pages to score. Another hit single by Alec Burleson and a sacrifice fly from Wilson Contreras gave St. Louis the lead. The Marlins would briefly tie the game, but the Cardinals would go on a hitting spree capped off with a Nolan Gorman home run, giving the Cards an 8-3 win. Game 2 will be live this afternoon on KSMO 1340 AM and 95.7 FM with pregame coverage starting at 4:45. Kansas City Royals and Texas Rangers began a 4-game series last night. Mike Yastrzemski homered right away in the first inning, giving the Royals an early advantage. Additional home runs from Vinny Pasquantino in the 3rd and Mikhail Garcia in the 5th allowed the Royals to claim a 4-3 win over the Rangers. Game 2 is tonight at 6:40. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Driving while drunk or high is illegal, so obey the law. Don't drive high or drunk. Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with Major League Baseball, where the St. Louis Cardinals play Game 2 of their series against the Miami Marlins tonight. The Cardinals yesterday snapped a 5-game losing skid, picking up an 8-3 victory in the series opener. Tonight, 5:40 first pitch, Michael McGreevy gets the start against Edward Cabrera. The Kansas City Royals look to extend a 4-game winning streak as they host the Texas Rangers for Game 2 of their 4-game set at Kauffman Stadium tonight. The Royals last night picked up a 4-3 victory in the series opener. Mike Yastrzemski, Vinny Pasquantino, Mikhail Garcia all going deep in the win. Tonight, 6:40 first pitch, Seth Lugo gets the start against Merrill Kelly. To football, where the Kansas City Chiefs back on the practice field yesterday as they prepare for the preseason finale coming up on Friday. To college football, where the Missouri Tigers counting down to their season opener just 9 days away. After a scrimmage over the weekend, the defense was ahead of the offense, according to head coach Eli Drinkwitz.
I didn't feel like offensively or special teams we started fast at all. We had a shanked punt, we had a 3-and-out, we had a 3-and-out, and it just wasn't what we need to do offensively or special teams wise if you're going to go on the road. I thought defense started really fast, which was good.
Mizzou opens up hosting Central Arkansas a week from Thursday. Finally, most of us know right from wrong. That's why we don't rob banks or steal identities. And we know that driving when drunk or high is illegal. So obey the law and don't drive high or drunk. It's never a good choice and always illegal. This message brought to you by Save Mo Lives. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Nut Sports.
Not everyone recognizes they might have a gambling problem. How do you know if gambling is a problem for you? Ask yourself the following questions. Have you felt the need to bet more and more money? Have you ever lied to people important to you about how much you gambled? If your answer is yes to either of these questions, free confidential help is available at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER.
Drugs, bullying, violence, anything, you need to tell an adult. Mom or me, a teacher, coach, school counselor, someone you know and trust.
Dad, no kid is gonna tell an adult about that kind of stuff.
I get it, but if we don't know, we can't help. Speaking up about a problem, that's what helping a friend is all about.
For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here at KSMO Radio, it is now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back after the top of the hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. Governor Mike Keogh has appointed a new Attorney General. Elisa Nelson reports.
Republican Catherine Hanaway was the first woman to serve as Missouri House Speaker and will become the first woman to serve as the state's Attorney General. Governor Mike Keogh appointed Hanaway to replace Andrew Bailey, who will be headed to Washington, D.C. to become the co-deputy director of the FBI.
Anheuser-Busch is investing $15 million in its St. Louis brewery and opening its Technical Excellence Center training facility to develop a future workforce. Missouri has paid out hundreds of thousands of dollars in gas tax refund money. Department of Revenue Director Trish Vinson says they've received more than 8,000 refund claims.
Those total over about $850,000, and the average claim is about $106.72.
The deadline to file is the end of September. A strong storm caused some tree damage in the Kansas City area this morning. Winds were clocked at around 60 miles per hour. Missouri Net News.
When you're high, you feel different.